Oh, yeah. You can use story points to just like lock stuff in, and they no longer take up D stuff, but they're permanent. Still very nice. Okay, balanced. Hmm. Sure. Fit. I'll go with support. It's the cheaper one. Ah, they did hand over a section of stuff, so that's something. I'm not seeing any difference. Fine, whatever. They've also gotten rid of capitals off the black market, if memory serves. With allies, Comlink. They should have sent the real Navy, not some grounder leaking in their vac suit. Unlike my first time playing the game, I actually know what I'm doing. Unlike my first time. For a moment I was like, shit, do I already have a fucking phase frigate? But no, it's just a wolf teleporting around. So I need to get kind of used to this. Ooh, come on. Which way are you even going? Thank you. Ooh, my buffalo got destroyed. I think that cost a story point. Or were you one of the ones that didn't? Okay, I'm getting annoyed fighting you. Ooh. They have the Reaper missiles. Good weapon. This ship's a little slow for my liking. Can I move and engage someone else? Maybe. Really can't maneuver around this one without really risking my ass. Really long cooldown on that. Oh, do I gotta ram you? Went a little hard there. Oh, thank you. God, you were worth saving. Skin of me teeth. Ow. Scared I was an enemy for a moment. Ooh, nice flanking. Out. Out. Ass. Maneuver to force a pitched battle. Outmaneuver the opposing fleet, forcing them to fight you head on. Pursue them. Second command. Take them. None managed to escape. Several stable destroyed couldn't be recovered. Consider recovery. All of these are difficult recoveries? Jesus. Oh, I'm under personnel now? Jeez. Alright, let's get back here. Plus 20% damage to ships of destroyer size or larger. It sings when you push the. It sings when you push the mix just right, like everything is right in the world, from the stars down to your bones. Coming off a shift, it's like I just woke up. Words can't tell it. You will fly, and it'll be like a storm they've never known. You are a thunderbolt come to split the sky itself. I need this. In addition, you'll continue to gain story points after reaching the maximum level. You'll gain 6 million additional bonus. This is enough to gain 0. 0? Really? Jeez. Here's a reward, well earned and with my gratitude. Addition, I set up a monthly stipend with Galatia Academy in recognition of services rendered. It should run for 3 full cycles. Frankly, they don't have much room to complain right now. Didn't even have one to lean on. Didn't even have to lean on them too hard to get this sorted out. Ah, so it's the academy that was in the other areas here. Okay. Now I expect the authorities at the headquarters on Jangala in the Corvus system would like to hear about the recent events. Would you leave a report for me? Ask to speak with Station Commander Elysium when you get there. Oh, make sure to take enough fuel to make the trip. Flying in system as you have been doesn't use fuel, so it's easy to forget that flying in hyperspace does. It's not too far, but with your current fleet you will need at least 120 units to get there. Do manage to run out of fuel somehow and get stuck, and that'll be on an uninhabited system, and there'll be a real feat on the Galatia Corvus route, let me tell you. You can always issue a stress call and wait for help to arrive. Also declaring a bounty on remaining rogue miner fleets here. Like to stick around and help, mop up before going to Corvus. Okay, and a nice cheap way of gaining money early on is to sign up with a faction. You don't need to stay with them. Tell them flip off once you're ready. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's kind of like Mountain Blade in a way. If you're playing Warband, I recommend signing on as a merc with a faction. Choose whichever one you like. Sign on with as a merc with them. Try and set your businesses up in their territory. Maybe territory of someone that's not joining them. I think say if you sign up with Swadia and go to Saranin territory, they're probably not liable to go to war with them, so your businesses should be cut off. I don't think so anyway. I haven't played too much. But yeah, if you sign on as a merc, they'll cover your troops' wages pretty much, and with a little profit. So it's easy enough to start scaling up into businesses and actually become a contender, you know? So it's an easy way of doing that here too. I'd like to be commissioned. Fleet Intelligence has been watching over you for some time, and it seems, and it says here that you cleared the checks. Accepting commission with the hegemony is a serious matter, citizen. You'll be required to fight the enemies of the hegemony and assist in upholding law and order where the official apparatus cannot reach. Above all, you will dedicate yourself to fighting for the restoration of the domain over human space. I must inform you that you have the right to resign your commission at any time, and while there have been audible circumstances for resignation in the past between us, may add that doing so will be considered highly suspicious by Fleet Intelligence, saying nothing what the loyal Hegemony Officer Corps will think. They're currently hostile to Pirates, Tritachyon, Persian League, and Ludic Path. And I'll get a 35,000 monthly stipend, and a modest bounty for destroying enemy ships. Thing is, if you try and play Trader, unless there's ways of doing it that I don't know of, it's very difficult to pull it off. Very difficult. I was barely making ends meet. Then I signed on for a stipend and suddenly everything was rolling my way. Maybe things have changed in this, but this worked quite well. Wow. Circle holds the Galatia Academy station, crawl past in slow, majestic rotation. The ivory tower looms before you. Your request to the docking queue is approved. Your comms officer helpfully mutes the chirpy, automated vid feed presenting a paradise history of Galatia Academy and its role in providing education research to the Persean sector, while remaining above political influence. The landing promenade is filled with modest civilian transports, a few high-end personal craft, and at the far end, rail freighters offloading supplies. Junior Academy agent greets you in a landing lounge with promotional paraphernalia in hand. Greetings, Captain. Perhaps you're an alumni. Have you considered donating it to a scholarship trust with the Academy? Ask about it. The agent launches into a polished spiel. The Academy was founded pre-collapse, a humble institution of research and higher education on the grand frontier of the domain. Or maybe this wasn't in the game. Actually, maybe this wasn't in the game before, merely referenced. I don't remember. The dual foci of practical matters in the fields of applied terraforming to engineering sciences and the more theoretical pursuits, including study of local astrophysics and xenobiology. The collapse, of course, changed everything in the following cycles. Your eyes wander over the people coming and going, groups of youths full of energy and displaying earnest association with various subcultures by modifying their standard academy uniforms. Knock-off hive scum hollow tags, ironic ludic weave, hegemony officer coats done up in off-code colors and patterns, ill-fitted spacer rigging, a few proper academians in off-white coats study their datapads or walk swiftly in small groups of meetings and lectures. Meeting with Provost. The Academy agent makes a quiet request through their personal comms and then gives you a patient look. The new Provost is very, very busy. New administration after the recent unpleasantness, you know? It could take some time, weeks, days, weeks sometimes. Might want to leave your comm ID with me and come back in. The comms unit chirps softly. Yes, really? I mean, yes, we'll come up immediately. The agent turns to you. Provost uh, Baird will see you. Right now. Please follow me, Captain. Followed Junior Academy agent. We led through a discreet service access door to a series of passages that bypass the public concourses. We brought up a travel lift which activates the Academy agent's presence and step inside at the agent's encouraging nod. The lift pod is wrapped by a diamond matrix, through which you can watch the canyon-like sweep of plazas pass by, filled with crowds of students, academics, and technicians. Raising your gaze, you can see that your pod is approaching a tiered substructure, which seems to hang over the curve of the station interior. The pod slows, and you shuffle to adjust to the local grav effect field gradient. You must be near the core of Galatia Station. A guard wearing a mirrored faceplate dismisses Junior Agent and ushers you through the first doors to an antechamber filled with small groups of people who are presumably waiting to meet the Provost. They have perfect hair and perfect skin, unmarred by the radiation and burns that mark a spacer. The cybernetics you can spot are consciously stylish adornments rather than crude augments. Many have brought their young progeny with them. The stench of wealth and influence is palpable. Heads turn as you are led past all of them towards a set of large doors which appear to be inlaid with wood from real trees. Feel their glare is on you, like point of fence fire on heavy armor. Play cool, eyes forward, smile and wink at them. You're special and know it. You enter... Really? Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I also left with Varuna Demos, whoever that is, but not the person here. You enter the office as the doors close soundly behind you. Provost and Anahita Baird turns to acknowledge your entrance while concluding a call via her desk tablet. Ancient wooden shelves, for real. Paper books gleam darkly. That's an odd phrasing. Oh, sorry. No, I get it now. Ancient wooden shelves for real paper books gleam darkly in subdued light, emanating tastefully from nowhere. Depending on the flow of how you say it, if you read a sentence poorly, it can sound grammatically incorrect. But if you say it with the right flow, it sounds right. I was taking for real. It's real wood kind of thing rather than for real paper books. The real was attached to paper books, not the other way around. I poorly read it. My apologies. The shelves are only half stocked from crates scattered around the office. A brass orrery of the Galatia system adorns a plinth in the Galatia system. This isn't the Galatia system, is it? I thought this was somewhere else. It feels like... maybe this is named after the system and it's elsewhere. I don't know, I'm confused now. A brass orrery of the Galatia system adorns a plinth in the center of a seating cluster. Parchments mounted behind the Prophet's desk display intimidating intellectual rankings. There are seals of authenticity softly glowing. Apologize for the mess, she says, having noted your examination, when he just moved office. Before you speak, she raises a hand. You're not here to set up a donation. Why then? Because it's very much in my interest to know about the up-and-coming mercenary captain who corrected the unfortunate situation created by my ambitious but incautious predecessor. I pause. This institution is not donated to purely theoretical work. She forms a cradle with her hands, as if to hold the idea, as she explains it. For what use is knowledge if it does not give us the power and wisdom to change the world for the better? Leave the question hanging in the air for a moment. Knowledge is good for its own sake. Knowledge uplifts the human spirit. Knowledge also can also be very profitable. Knowledge brings us closer to Creator. Well, I'll say for the top 3, personally. And my 4th one will be brings us closer to Eldritch waifus. Yes. No, seriously, I say this jokingly, but I'm also serious. If a rift opens up and there's Eldritch God wife was in there and said, I'm going. I'm jumping in. Doesn't matter how Eldritch, Lovecraftian, it's fine. It'll work out. It'll work out. Look, my body's breaking down as it is. I don't think they can do much more. Like, just the other day, my thumbs have started looking weird. Mom thinks it could be rheumatoid arthritis, going by the weird bulging and pain I'm getting in them. And the fact they look longer and thinner. I know one guy did hurt them before by grabbing onto them and pulling with all his weight, but that was over a decade back. That shouldn't be relevant. Ugh. Knowledge is good for its own sake. Knowledge uplifts the human spirit. Knowledge can also be very profitable. Knowledge brings us closer to Creator. Prophet cuts you off as you begin to speak. The question was rhetorical, Captain. My point is, she brings her hands apart. My point is the Galatia Academy could make use of someone like you, someone capable, discreet. And here she pauses, a tactic for emphasis she appears to employ often, and very well paid. No one should make the same mistake as my predecessor. When one's working to properly, one must provide appropriate incentive. She leans back and looks to you, done speaking. For real this time. Probably. I'm interested. What do you need done? I should put you in contact with Academian Elvis Sebastian. He'll be your liaison with the Academy. You'll receive a few mundane tasks from various departments in the Academy so that we may begin a working rapport, so I'll provide you with the funds you require to bring your fleet up to my standards. She looks over her spectacles at you. Most of all, I require evidence of trust. I intend to remain provost here for a long time, and productive relationships are built on trust. Speak again before long, I'm sure. She looks out the dimmed windows at the great halls of the Galatia Academy. You cannot imagine what we shall accomplish. She smiles now, not for you, but for herself. Leave. Oh, hello, it's you. Your contact looks almost surprised at your calling, but manages to launch into an upbeat introduction. My name is Elvis Sebastian. The new provost, that is, Provost Pierre, assigned me to be your liaison with the Academy. I hope you're as excited to work with me as I am to be working with you. Nice to meet you, Academian. Right, yes, he seems nervous to be meeting a real-life space captain. A lot would wonder how he even got this position. Different departments within Galatia Academy tell me what they need done, then I coordinate with freelancers such as yourself to procure the necessary services. Oh, and I run jobs by the finance office, but make sure you get paid. That's very important. Anytime there may be various jobs open to you, you just have to check with me. Or sometimes there might be no jobs if they're all fulfilled. Read something on Talmud, but looks like Provost Bard wants you to have first priority friend that comes up. She must like you. Not so sure of this. Whereas about available jobs. He taps that pad. Let me look what we've got lined up for you today. A key academician from Environmental Engineering Department was kidnapped while performing research by pirates based out of Astropolis, and well, we need someone to retrieve them now that ransom has been negotiated. The Astrometics Department has requested retrieval an object of scientific interest from a derelict ship near Zumuzi. Those sound nice. Interested in anything? The kidnapped researcher. What happened is Academian Inan Shelton from Environmental Engineering Department was on research mission outside the core world and was kidnapped by pirates. So dangerous out there. Sebastian looks upset at the thought. Pirates, space battles, cannibals, meteorites. Ugh. Oh, it's just awful. Awful. Cannibals. Oh, desperate situation outside the core. Nothing was ever really proven depending on which write-up you're going by. But it's more likely the records were destroyed. The way it goes is the crew ran out supplies and the captain. The academian realizes with his start that he'd become rather sidetracked. Sebastian picks up his data pad and squints. Where was I? Pirates. Right, yes, pirates. Academians in Shelton was taken by them. They know that Contain Academy looks after its own. He looks reasonably relieved by this and will pay a reasonable ransom. In this case, they're demanding 67,000 credits, which will release to you, so that you can pay the pirates contract. And their name is Orcus Bauer, and they can be found at Los Atropos. We'll give you their comm codes so that all you have to do is sneak into the border somehow, contact Orcus Bauer, pay the ransom, then return Academian $ random name here to oh, that broke. To the Galatia Academy for an honorarium of 39,000 credits. If I find some other way to free the researcher, can I keep the ransom credits? This Foster Sebastian? Oh, stars, let me check. Driven by the sudden illumination on his face, Sebastian pulls up a thick block of legal text, proceeds to scroll rapidly for a minute or so, speed reading legal costs. Well, technically, smells rightly, the funds are released to you as working capital appropriated to hiree. That's you, pursuant to recovery deliverables listed in Amendment A, so it looks like you can keep the extra funds if you complete the job without using them. Hopefully not by, he looks queasy and closing his eyes and takes a deep breath. Don't worry, I can be very persuasive. Academy looks up, apprehensively reassured by you. Apparently reassured by you. So you do it? Yes. Wonderful. I'll transmit the relevant information.